We're in Cornwall. This is the control room at Martian Engineering, and this is where we've been compiling the box set and where I've made quite a few records in the last many years. As of now, I'm calling it a piano because the piano has been the most important creature in my life. I guess more than anything as far as a musical being, more than anything. I think I know pretty much what's on it. Because I have another few weeks, things can change, which is always fun. Those last minute changes are usually good, or I regret for the rest of my life, but I have a feeling that it will benefit the box. I've tried to compile many different compositions in style, not just the most popular ones. Of course, I've included a lot of those because I'm not immune to people liking what I do. I wanted to make, with the early stuff, a historical record. With some of the later stuff, I sort of felt like we can play with history a bit, because if it's something Mark Marcel and I did, which are on the later records, and we have a better mix that we could produce now, then we kind of did. So we fiddled with time a little bit. And because we mixed it originally, we felt that we had the right to do that. The first two records, Little Earthquakes and Under the Pink, some of the mixes haven't survived time and being carted around. You lose information, as we know, on those old masters. Therefore, there are other mixes that might have happened 2 hours later or the day before that have been protected in the vaults. And we would sit, Mark Marcel, John Astley, and myself, and as a team of four, we would, I think, objectively listen. And so we've been able to find alternate mixes for quite a lot. I'd say half and half of the earlier work that just, it sparkles more. And you can go back to the original records for the original mixes, but these mixes took place in that time frame. I know what you think of me, you never shut up. I forget a lot. I forget more than I thought I did. And Mark he's one of the engineers of Mark and Marcel. He has jetted around, and not in a, groovy Gulfstream jet or anything like that, but he's gone, I was almost like pub crawling, so master tape crawling all over the world, because with the breakdown in the record companies, well, I have heard that you can find master tapes under people's beds in dormitories, because it's become sort of like the sacking of Rome by the Gauls. It's similar to that. And so some things have been preserved. The Warner tape library is quite good, but because part of my career happened in England, anything that got mixed over here, well, your guess was as good as ours where those tapes were. I said sometimes I hear my voice and it's been here, silent all these one that was supposed to go on Pele, and it was talked about it being the single. But I got so pissed off at the record company because they wanted me to change it to make it more commercial. And it was at the harpsichord, and they wanted me to take the harpsichord off. I guess I've had a reputation for being difficult. And if you're the songs, you will think that I'm a good, ferocious lioness. If you're the record company, you're gonna think I'm a bitch. It's called Sucker Reprise. That's what we called it, fondly known as Walk to Dublin. And it was going to be, I think, possibly the first single on Pele if I had agreed to changing it. Well, I didn't agree, so I told Mark to hide it and make it go away and make me forget about it. And the thing is, I forgot about it. And we mixed it. We didn't even mix it then. We mixed it in 1998 because I needed B-sides desperately for Choir Girl. And once I heard it after they mixed it, I said, well, I'm not giving this away as a B-side. And so then I forgot about it again. And so now this little song has made its way on, but how I originally wanted it. When I turned in Little Earthquakes, it was rejected. And I remember the comment being almost word for word, this might work if you take all the pianos off and we replace them with guitars.
My mittens, wipe my nose, get my new boots on.
The piano in this time of early grunge music coming out of the 80s, it wasn't a popular choice at the time. And it's kind of really pleasing to see that the piano now is being used by a lot more people and is accepted within contemporary music, not as a pariah or something that is uncool or classical or jazz.
When you gonna love you as much as I do?
Having to fight for this instrument was a trial for me. It needed, that was my kind of rite of passage for me to be able to even tour with it and stand by it. I needed to kind of prove my loyalty to it, and I had to value it in myself. Because if any of the pianos are touched, then I won't be around to support the record because I won't stand beside my work being ripped apart.